Go. Dear Heavenly Father, we just come together today with a lot of information of things that are rolling out um, today or this month, and a lot of things that are going on. I just pray that you give clarity, wisdom, and for people to grab a hold of what we are sharing and the things that we are doing, and to um, knowing that you're going to be blessing their efforts. If they do not do the work and they do not join in, then they can't be blessed. But if they do the work and they do are joining in on all the things that we're doing, they will be blessed because you will make sure that your hands, will put fruit on everything and bless and honey on everything that they're doing. Lord, you know, we just have to not grow weary and give up. And I just pray that people will not grow weary, but look up to you for guidance and wisdom and strength. And just let my words, and Paula's going to share, so let her words to come out and fill up and answer the questions that need to be answered and fill up the people with different ideas in their minds and hearts, and let them grab hold of stuff. Please, if they have a hard heart, Lord, soften their hearts. Let them see things a little differently, because sometimes when we go through life and life gets tough, we have a tendency to have a bad taste in our mouth, and our heart starts getting hard. But we need to rejoice and be glad in the day, every single day that you give us, and let us receive whatever it is that you are going to give us for the day. I pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay. So I'm excited. We got a lot of things going on, a lot of things going on. And I'm really excited about all the things that are going on. So we have a lot of events coming up. And Paula, do you have all the events that are coming up? Because I've got the flyers pulled up. I can share the flyers. So do you know what's coming up? Do you know the events? Hold on, let me.
Yeah, I have them pulled up right here on your Facebook.
Okay. Let
February upcoming events.
Yeah, February upcoming events. Let me see if I can actually pull up let me see if I can actually pull them up so they can see the flyers. Hold on. Let me see if I can get these flyers pulled up here. I have to switch screens. It's in the wrong screen for me to grab hold. And my light is blinding me and I can't see. It's okay. It's all good. Okay. Hold on. I'm excited about all events because there's a lot of events coming up. So let's start with the one tomorrow. Of course, it opens it up on the bottom. I can't tell if it's not opening on the right screen. Is that the funniest thing? So let me stop the share. Hold on. Let me get out of the screen share. It's not pulling up my screen share. Hold on. Let me get out for a second. Let me open it up so it can actually share the screen, because it's going to the wrong screen. It needs to go to my top screen, not my bottom screen. I can't see I can't see when it's in front of it. You know what I mean? Okay. So go ahead.
Are
This
you
one.
ready?
Yeah. I'm excited for this. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, Zooms.
Yeah. These are Zooms. Go ahead.
Okay.
Skincare class. Yeah, the skincare class. Oh, you weren't going to talk about these. You were going to talk about other events.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me talk about the Zooms that are coming up. Okay, so Janice is doing the first Wednesday of every month, she does a skincare class. Now, this is, if you cannot be on, I just invited one of the bosses at Hodel's restaurant that I met at the bridal event. I just invited her tomorrow. I dropped off a pamper and pack and sent her the information for the link tomorrow for her to get on. And I said, if you can't get on, let me know and I'll send you a YouTube video, but to walk her through her pampering pack. But I'm trying to get people on these events. It is very smart to work, and it may take how many people, Paula, to get on a virtual event? How many people did you ask?
20 between 25 and 30.
Okay, to get on a virtual event. However, they give away Kate Spade and Michael Kors and product. It doesn't cost you a thing. You just have to ask people. You have to ask enough people to get one or two on. So this is tomorrow. And then let me see if I can just go to the next. Oh, it won't let me go to the next one. So I'll have to get off. But this class, this particular class here, she records all of the things that she does. Now, what she suggested to us is for us to come together as a unit and have one virtual event. If you guys can't get on these Wednesdays, have one virtual event a month where everybody gets people on and stream her skincare class in for that one event, because I'll have the playback and I'll stream it in just like she's live. And they just won't get the drawing part. They won't have, Michael Kors or Kate Spade drawing, but they'll be able to get the class and let them talk about the products. Because, sometimes my customers hear me talk about the products, but it's good for them to hear from somebody else talk about the products, to let them know, that I am not, I know a lot about the products, but so do they. And so it's good to hear it from somebody else once in a while. So we'll have to figure out a date that we can do that, and actually do once a month, do a whole unit skincare class. And, every month, the first Wednesday of the month, they do a new skincare class. So I'm excited you just have to invite people. Whether they say yes, no, just invite people on. And that's the whole thing. Because you know what? I have people who say no all the time. They're too busy, or they work late, or this or that. I have a ton of people that say no. The more no's you get is closer you get to a yes. And it only takes one or two yeses to introduce you to their whole family, to their friends, and to everybody else, to get all new customers and team members. So that's the first thing. And then on, let me see, Thursday night, she suggested for us, and just FYI, open your ears, listen to what I'm going to say here. The special guest is Madison Bigham. She started her Mary Kay when she's in college. She's very young. Can you guys see that? Okay. I don't know what happened. Can you see that on live share event Thursday?
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay, so Madison Bigham, everybody that Janice told us this morning, everybody that's college age, get them on this live share. Get them on. They're giving away free seven free e-starts, but get them on the live share. Everybody that's in college, all the youngsters that are that age, because they're going to listen from somebody that is their own age. And not somebody that's older, that's been in 30 or 40 years, but somebody that's their own age, that was in college when she started. So it's a good thing. So start making a list of people that that are that age, and get them on the event on Thursday night. And they do an event every Thursday night. Every Wednesday night, they do events. And it's also translated in Spanish. On Thursday nights, what's her name? Oh my gosh. Yemi can't be on Thursday nights, but on Wednesday night, she's on. Yemi does translation for Spanish. So if you have somebody that's Spanish speaking, get them on Wednesday nights. Okay. Oops, let me stop share. I got one other event that I want to show you that's coming up that's really important. So let me see if I can pull it up for you. Hold on. Having issues with functioning. I need to drink some more iced tea, I think. Okay. This is a consultant only. You don't want to miss it. Guess who's in town? Linda Tupin, National Sales Director Emeritus. Linda Tupin is on Wednesday, February 11th. So that's next Wednesday. So that means that there's no guest event that night. This is for consultants only. Now, she is going to give you some training on choices. She created the choices you make. How does that go? Let me see. Let me think about it. But she created the choices. Does anybody else know what Linda Tupin said? And I have it too. The choices you make are, are the choices you make. Okay. Or you allow other people to make. So things happen to you. Let me see if I can, I'm going to see if I can find the picture. Talk for a minute. Because I posted it so many times. I've been in so much of her training. I don't even know if I can find the picture, to tell you the truth.
Just a reminder to all the consultants that want to attend the skincare party that we're going to have here at my home. It's going to be Saturday, February 21st. Bring your customers, have your customers, bring friends, extra guests. That way we do the work and you guys help out and get your sales, get people, add people to your team. It'll be a fun day. It's going to be at 11:30 at my house. I'll send Valerie's making up all the information so that way we can go ahead and get it all to you guys. So it's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun. So it's going to be a big party. And it's going to be the 21st at 11:30. Everybody's welcome to come. Common sense choices. I know that I'll find it. Keep talking, Paula, because this is really important.
And we got all of we're getting all the information for career conference. So if anybody wants to attend, they need to let Valerie know, get signed up as soon as possible. Valerie said the tickets are going to go quick, so we got to get in there.
Yeah, the tickets will go within 24 hours. Okay, so we'll touch base on that. I got more info on the career conference. Okay, so I am where I am by the choices I have made or have allowed others to make for me. You got that? I am where I am in life for the choices I've made or allowed others to make for me. Let that sink in because it's true. So she's going to be talking on choices. She's going to be talking about choices. So be ready to take notes. She's blazed the trail. I've been trained by her way back, director boot camp, way back in the day, director boot camp. And I was working for Granite, 11:30 at night, 11:30 in the morning. I'll never forget this. We had to do homework, and she's a retired school teacher. And we had to do homework, a weekly accomplishment sheet. We had to pass out her choices CD for people to listen to and get the feedback flyers. And then we had to turn all of our homework in when we showed up for class. And then she graded it and gave it back to us at the end of as a training for the weekend. I had to fly into Louisville, Kentucky, and then we went across the bridge to Indiana. The plane tickets were about $700 round trip back in the day. And I was working night shift, and I literally had to go once in October and once right after Thanksgiving. And I remember coming back in on a Monday night, getting in at 11 o'clock. And we worked 11:30 to 11:30. So I was late to work. My boss said it was okay. And I literally got off the plane, came home, grabbed my lunch, changed my clothes, grabbed my lunch and took off and went to work. I was a half hour late and worked all night long, not sleeping. The only sleep I had was on the plane. So I'm just saying, she has blazed a trail, and it's going to be so well worth it for you to learn about choices in your life that you make, not just Mary Kay choices, life lesson choices. I am where I am because of choices I have made or I have allowed other people to make for me. So it's just something that you have to let it sink in and resonate with you. She's made up signs. She's made up coffee cups for us to purchase. She does other training that you can tie into monthly that you can pay a subscription and get monthly. But she passed on when she retired, she passed on her $1 million unit, $2 million unit to her daughter, Katie Tupin. And so just remember this Mary Kay business that you have, that you are building, you can pass on to your daughter, granddaughter, and in my case, it'd be daughter-in-laws or granddaughters. you can pass it on when you're ready to retire. Whatever you've built, the customers you've built, the team members you built, if you're a director, you can pass it on. If you're a national and you build a big national area, you can pass all that on to your daughters or, granddaughters or whatnot. So you're building a business. You're not just selling a lipstick. You're building a business. Okay. But Linda Chupin's really good. Like I said, I flew into her training just for director training because I'm Katrina Harris Earl, National Sales Director. Katrina told me you need to go to Linda Chupin's boot camp. So you know what? I did what my leader told me to do. I went. Did I cry about the tickets being $700? No, I did not. I did not. I paid the tickets and I just thought to myself, oh my gosh. And the homework we had to do, oh my gosh. And she graded it and gave it back to us. So you guys, we had it a little different than you all have it now. We barely had cell phones at that point in time. Barely. I had to have two cell phones at work. One that got out on the top and one that got out on the bottom of the mountain. There was no cell phone that got out on both spots. So there's one here, and I had to pay for that one. It was pay by the minute, and the other one was Sprint that got out on top. So it's just funny that people, I don't know. But anyway, so Linda Tuba is going to be good. So mark your calendar next a week from tomorrow that you're going to be on that. And then this coming Friday, we're going to do another pop-up. And I put this in Chat GPT, and this is what he came up with. It's so funny. I just cracked up. I love it. I said, make me something for a wow. War on, can y'all see that? War on wrinkles. A wow party. So we're doing a wow party on Friday, a pop-up. Huh?
It looks good.
It's a wow party. I told him to do it with Mary Kay products. We're doing a war on wrinkles on Friday, pop-up, 7:30 to 7:50. I just talk about the products that'll help the wrinkles. That's what I'm going to talk about. I don't talk about a whole lot of products. I talk about the ones that are targeted for wrinkles. And I'm just saying, it's good to get people on there, especially if they're concerned with wrinkles, whether they're static wrinkles or dynamic wrinkles. And y'all probably don't know what that is, but I'll explain it on Friday. And so get people on that are concerned with wrinkles. I know that we all have people, and it's only, like I said, 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes at the most. And then the key is for you to follow up. And I think I emailed this flyer out, and I'll post it on Facebook. And so that way you guys can, because it actually, hold on, I'm sure it should have the Zoom stuff on there. I don't know why this one doesn't, because I had to save it. But I have the one with the Zoom link on there, the Zoom information on there too. So I'll make sure that it's posted so you guys can all get it. So career conference. Paula talked about career conference. Friday is registration. It will sell out within 24 hours. Don't want to miss it. We are doing some awesome stuff. We are doing some awesome stuff. We're going to have a luncheon on Friday. So you got to take off work all day because you don't want to miss it. You don't want to drive down there by yourself. You want to come we all carpool together and we share a room. We do all the things, but Janice is getting us our lunch set up for the Majestic Anaheim. In fact, I typed it in. It's the Anaheim Majestic Garden Hotel or something. It's on Disneyland Drive or something. It's right there at Disneyland Hotel. It's right there by Anaheim Convention Center. It's all right there. But we are going to go there, and you want to get in your red jacket so you can cross stage as a red jacket, because I need one more red jacket to get everybody to go on stage. One more red jacket. So, and we have to do it by the end of February. So one more person. I've got Leslie Smith, who doesn't even know she's a red jacket. I forgot to text her and tell her she's back in red. And Paula is a red jacket. And so she needs to order her red jacket. Woo, 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 woo. Yay, brand new red jacket. And so she needs to order her red jacket, pick out which one did you pick out? Do you know yet?
I think I want the short one because I'm short.
It's cute. They're all cute. Yeah, they're all cute. But is there a plaid one or
Yeah, I think it's the shortcut plaid one.
okay?
Yeah.
It's cute. It's more versatile. It's not just plain red because you can wear, it's got I think black and white and stuff in there, so it'll look really cute. It'll be cute. Did you get it ordered yet?
I'm gonna get it ordered probably tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure it's here in time for career conference. I don't know how long it takes though. So, but career conference, it will sell out. So if you think you might want to go, then you need to let me know because then we can work out something so we can make sure you go because there's not going to be any hotel rooms and I booked one hotel room, but I'm going to go ahead and switch it to the Majestic because Janice is getting a room block, and so I'm just waiting for her to tell us that she's got the room block so we can switch the hotel, and I'll do away with the Hilton, Anaheim Hilton, and go to the Majestic, so that way we all stay together, which is kind of cool. So there'll be a bunch of us, and so but it will sell out within like 24 hours. That's what that she said. It'll sell out in 24 hours. If it doesn't, that'll be and the thing is we only can have 2,000 people there. So, and I don't know if they have it at the convention center, they might be able to expand it and add more people, but that we don't know at this time. So, and she didn't know, and the only thing we'll have to wait and just, sign up. Okay? Anything else that I'm forgetting? The events, the event at your house, we got to get the flyer out. Everybody invite people for that. And then we have the events every single week. We have events every Friday. We're going to try to do a pop up from 7:30 to 7:50. Trying to do consistency. We need to do new consultant um, stuff on Mondays. I know I have a couple of classes on Mondays. I got a class. I had a class yesterday, and I got to go to another class. I'm looking at my calendar. I got another class this coming Monday from 6 to 7. So we'll have to schedule it for right after that. Janice is very prompt about her time. So like on Wednesdays and Thursdays, when it's 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, or 10 to 7, she's going like, okay, let's wrap it up. She's done. So she doesn't like to go over. She keeps it to an hour. And just like our director's meeting this morning, she's 10 till. She goes, okay, is there anything else? Okay, we're done. So she doesn't like to drag it out. She likes to keep it short. Um, Anything else about events that I missed?
No, it's not about anything you missed. I was going to mention that I'm pretty sure I'm going to be signing up for the conference, but I need
Yay!
to thank you. So I just wanted to know more or less of the price, and when should I turn it in?
We
Friday,
got
hopefully.
Friday. We got to do it Friday, but
Okay, and
but we'll connect, or you can connect with Paula. You guys get together. Yeah, you're gonna have so much fun. You don't even know, girl.
oh,
You
thank
don't
you.
even
And
know.
what is the tick? How much are the tickets?
I think it's 135, but um, yeah, get into red and I pay $35. So get into red jacket, and I'll reimburse you $35.
I need to bring somebody. Is that how I get
No,
in a red
get
jacket?
it ready. Add people to your team. Let's
Oh,
get
okay,
let's get 3 people on your team by the end of February. That's doable. I don't
okay.
know who you can get, but you'll find somebody because they're going to be at your party, your launch party on the 21st.
Yes, 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 for
Yeah,
sure.
so we'll get 3 people there because I'm coming.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Just
you.
I already planned on coming. I'm trying to get people there myself. We're just gonna have a big, huge party, so it's gonna be fun. Okay, so Valentine's sales, real quick, before we get into the videos. Valentine's sales. I started wrapping today. I couldn't wait for my order to get the loofahs from Mary Kay because they have the big white loofahs for $1 on section 2. I couldn't wait, so I started wrapping. I don't have bows on, but they're put together in the boxes. I got the body and bath in there with the rose and the loofah. And just so you know, these sell for $35 to $40. Depends on, I'll have to check the prices of the lotions and price it out. But I've got I've got white tea and citrus. I've got berry and vanilla, apple almond. I got the 2-in-1 body wash and shave. I color coordinate. I'll have to figure out what ribbons I'm going to wrap around them, what bows I'm going to put on them. And then some other little ones I'm doing are some mint bliss with teddy bears. And of course, they're going to have bows on them. So they're going to look cute. Because I have an event coming up next week. So I will be going to the poorhouse. I'm going to talk to them tomorrow. I'll be going Friday to sell at lunch, Poorhouse Bar and Grill, because I always do it. Been doing it for years, 10, 15 years. And so I'm going to pick a couple Fridays to go, probably this Friday and then the following Friday, because if I don't have it all sold by the 13th, I'll sell it down there. But I will hit. Then I got these cute little bags. I had to put bows on it though. These cute little bags. I got these off of Amazon. So it comes in a 12 pack, but I put basically a teddy bear, a body lotion, some chocolate, and a little rose. And I'm going to put a big old fluffy bow on there. So those will sell also. I got about $450 worth of stuff, not counting perfumes that I'm going to be wrapping and selling. I'll put bows on the perfumes. I don't wrap perfumes in packages. I just put bows around the boxes and let them smell them and say, here you go. I mean, I could put them in a little bag, but I don't want to do all that. They can just take it the way it is in a box. It's cute with a bow. You know what I mean? So I'm pushing for, like maybe $700 in the next 2 weeks in extra sales. So that's what I'm doing for sales. Anybody else doing any Valentine's sales?
I ordered some perfumes and some colognes, and I tried to get more satin lips and things like that. That way, just kind of push those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Normally I wrap my stuff like in January, so it's ready to go February 1st, but I'm behind. So I can only do what I can do, and just whatever I wrap, I have to hit the streets and sell. That's how I do it. I hit the streets, go to my spots, see if my guys want anything, and then I go to the poorhouse, and I'll hit a couple other places too. But I go just to see if anybody wants them. And the key is to hit the places where men are when they get paid. Whenever that pay period is, you've got to find the pay period. Some of them, like the One Tire Store, it's on a Wednesday. Go figure. Some of them are on Thursday. So I know to go hit those spots on those days, because if you wait till Friday, it's too late. They already spent it. You got to hit it when they get paid so they can pay you. Just so you know, if you're going to do anything like that, you got to know when they get paid. Sometimes they get paid every week. Sometimes it's every other week. So, but anyway, and then like the oil, Jiffy Lube, they get paid on certain Fridays. And I'm not sure what that is. So, but anyway, so those are some ideas that are really easy to do. I got these. Now, mind you, these boxes comes in a 2-pack. They're cupcake boxes from Hobby Lobby. They're on sale for 50% off. So they cost me $1 something for two boxes. And I just put shred underneath. I take the cupcake, it holds the cupcake holder. I cut out the center with scissors. So it's just an edge in there all the way around. Put the shred, lay down the body and bath, put the loofah in there, and a little bitty rose, and it's good to go. I didn't put any chocolate in there. I didn't put no candy at all. They'll have to get that separately themselves, but the body and bath is there. And then I'll just put a cute bow on it. But the boxes were really cheap, and there you can see through the thing. I got some that have gold spots on them, dots, and then I've got these here. So, but they're really cost effective and really easy to get. You don't have to have shipping. Just go in there, grab them, go to the bakery section, back to the back, the cooking section, grab them off the thing, 50% off. So anyway, so that's all that. Okay, so let's get started on our Boss Babes. Our Boss Babes. Week number 4, and it is Brittany Jinks. Kind of excited to listen to her. I haven't seen her since we had Fall Advance.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Brittany Jinks, and I'm a national sales director with Mary Kay. And I am so excited for the Boss Babes theme this year, which is It's Time. It is time. And oh my goodness, do I feel that on my heart. And I pray that my passion, vision, and encouragement will help you to realize that it is time for you too. Well, I remember exactly when I knew it was time for me to commit full in with my Mary Kay business. I was a 21-year-old college graduate. And my recruiter, Rochelle Brinker, convinced me to attend seminar in Dallas, Texas. Of course, I had hesitations. Like, I don't think I'd ever flown by myself before. I didn't really have the money to attend. I didn't have the time to attend. What would people think? I just got this college degree, you name it. But I went. And I'm so glad that I did because I had always prayed to have it all. It all. I wanted flexibility, money, prizes, sisterhood, a God first company, a way that I could have babies on my hips and still have all of those things. And when I stepped into that very first event, I could feel that it was all possible. And it was just time for me to move. So the real it's time exact moment was when I saw an Inner Circle national sales director, Kathy Halou, walk out onto that seminar stage. She was number one at our seminar that year. She stepped onto the stage, and I remember, first of all the national sales directors like floating onto the stage. And then they handed her this plaque, and I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but it was a $14 million plaque because she had earned $14 million in commission with her Mary Kay business. I knew she had 2 daughters. And when she spoke, she pretty much gave a full-on sermon with scripture tied to her belief and to this entire message she was sharing. And at that moment, I knew that I could also utilize my Mary Kay business as a marketplace ministry, and I could have it all. And I want to share with you that you too can have it all. I knew leaving seminar, it was time for me to stop playing small, to play full out, and to stop playing not to win and to play full out to win. I didn't want to play not to lose anymore. I wanted to play to win, to share with passion and purpose and with vision. So I feel like there are moments when God doesn't whisper, he nudges. There are moments when he doesn't just suggest, he summons. And I believe that this right now, right where we are right now, is one of those seasons. It is time, not next month, not when it feels convenient, not when everything is perfectly aligned. It's time because he says it is time. It's time to move like Esther. She didn't wait until the calendar flipped. She didn't wait for the fear to pass. She stepped into purpose in the exact moment God positioned her for such a time as this. Her timing wasn't accidental. It was assigned. And I believe yours is too. I think of the woman with the issue of blood in the Bible who was suffering for 12 years and then in the right place at the right time. She reached out and touched Jesus's garment and was healed because of her faith and because it was time. I recently was blessed enough to attend an event called $1 Million Reunion. And Kristen Myers, who's a national sales director, incredible speaker, shared some statistics that I feel like are so important and relevant to why right now is the right time with your Mary Kay business. She shared that we really want to be thinking about giving the gift of Mary Kay away in a new way because of all of the needs that are happening right now. How about this? The cost of raising a kid. Okay. I was like, oh gosh, I have no idea. And I'm about to have our 4th. I have no idea. How about it's $389,000 to raise one kid? Uno, okay? That is just food and water. Because I was like, that might be a little low. My kids are pretty expensive. I don't know if anyone else feels that when I say that. But it's just like food and water. It's not like AAU basketball, dance, all the things that the school's like, oh, we need this and this and this and yearbooks and da-da-da. No, just food, water, okay? To live comfortably as a single woman, it takes $94,000 in a year. 2 adults with 2 children, $250,000 to $300,000 combined income in a year. Okay, so 2 kids, 2 adults, that's how much money. Crazy. 58% of recent college grads are still job seeking. I think that's true, right? 30% of those same college grads find jobs related in their field. By 2030, 14% of people will have to change careers due to AI. And in 10 years, 47%. Aren't you so glad that we are not replaceable by AI? Me too. How about the average first-time home buyer, the average age? 40 years old. The average age for people to be able to afford rent? 29 years old. That means they're living with their parents usually after they graduate college. So in times of insecurity, Mary Kay breaks records and recruiting skyrockets. So, she also shared with us, and Ari Hathaway, a national sales director, shared with us this amazing sheet that talks about having 1, 3, and 5 parties per week and what that could do consistently for our Mary Kay businesses. And not to go over all the details, but it's just based off of kind of average numbers of a $400 party with 4 people there and some reorder sales from each of those customers that attend. And basically, if you were to hold 1 party per week, it would make you around an extra $30,000 in a year. That's about 2 to 4 hours. If you were to hold 3 parties per week, 6 to 12 hours, that could potentially profit you with those reorder businesses as well, $90,000 a year. And if you were to commit to holding 5 parties per week, the 50% profit, and remember, this is just your sales, not your team building commissions, could be an extra $150,000 in a year's time. And so I want to know where you would sit with that. Would you choose to commit to 1 party, 2 to 4 hours, 3 parties, 6 to 12 hours, 5 parties, 10 to 20 hours per week? Where are you committing? It is time to hold those parties, to commit to your kit and get into action of a perfect start, which is booking 8 parties in order to hold 5 every 2 weeks, like Mary Kay Ash the Woman asked us to do. My success truly came from my power starts. I didn't know what a perfect start was back then. We were taught power start, which is seeing 30 faces in 30 days, and those things usually align. Okay. Well, I believe that that's where my success came from. When I came home from seminar, it was time for me to share differently with confidence and passion, for me to see those 30 faces looking for my next new team member to change their lives, because I knew they were probably one of those statistics. Either they had kids living with them and they were affording kids again up until 29. They're trying to save for a home as a first-time home buyer, or they're realizing the expense that children and life can be right now. And so I decided to settle in on 30 faces in 30 days consistently, month in and month out. In fact, I looked at the sheet that Ari gave us and I thought to myself, it is time. It is time for us to do this ourselves so we can meet the other women that are in desperate need of us. So how did I go about booking these 30 faces? That's a great question. With passion. I shared with passion with people. And I told them I wanted to practice, that I specifically wanted their face, y'all. I would take those facial appointments. I would book normally a facial appointment and turn it into a party. I met a lot of people out and about, worm chattering, fish bowls, referrals, etc. And I would take those facial appointments and turn it into a party by offering an incentive. Like if you have a few guests join you, name your number, 2, 3, however many you want. I would suggest getting it to that 4 that the sheet goes over. That I will give you, $25 of free product for getting that many people in my space. Okay. And I would also, when I called, I would say, hi, Kristen, this is Brittany. I am so excited about my Mary Kay business. I'm passionate about helping women to change their skin and getting in their space and learning how to do these Mary Kay facial appointments. Would you be willing to let me borrow your face? And they would say yes. Then I would say, hey, you can share this appointment with a few of your friends. I would incentivize with a free product for them to have a couple of friends, book that time, date, and location, and then parties would be happening. Once you get the ball rolling on parties, you might be doing some individual facials, but you can quickly turn those into parties because you're building trust. I remember them talking about booking parties from your parties, and it wasn't my skill. It wasn't my strength. I was not really great at it. And usually anything we're not the best in is just because we haven't gained confidence. And confidence comes in the doing. And that was so true for me. I might have been seeing 30 faces, but I wasn't necessarily booking for my bookings. Well, when we move into action, we gain confidence. Like think about riding a bike. Okay. When you start off riding a bike, you are wobbly, right? It's like, oh, I've watched my kids do this so many times and they fall and they get back up and they fall. And, we have all the protection on and all the things. And finally they start to ride. And once they get the hang of it, it just clicks. And then they figure out how they do best with riding a bike, right? And then right now, I haven't ridden a bike in forever. If I were to jump back on, I would be wobbly. It would take me a little bit because the confidence comes in the doing. And I haven't done it for a little while. So now what does our area do? Well, it's so fun. We take cute little gift bags with us to our parties and they have little bows and fun things on them. And we set a few of these out at every single party. And we say, everyone who books with us is going to get a gift. Doesn't even matter what's inside of it. Okay. And guess what? We book from our bookings. And then there's an even bigger, better, juicier bag for anyone who decides to join the team. And it could have a fun item in it, travel roll it bag, whatever you want. And that is how we are booking from our bookings and adding new team members to our team immediately. Y'all, I know that you can implement those same exact things because it is your time. I remember my mom would look me straight in the face when I was little, and she would tell me, Brittany, she would like grab my face like I imagine Mary Kay Ash would do. Brittany, you are so special. And God has a big special plan for your life. And I don't know if you've ever been told that by anyone, but I want to say it to you today. You are so special. And God has such a big plan for your life. So my friends, my fellow boss babes, it is your time. Your future starts the moment you decide. It's time to activate, like it says in Ephesians 3:20, now to him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ask or imagine. The verse doesn't begin with later. It begins with now. Breakthrough faith is present tense faith. It is the now. It's time, and heaven is ready for your yes. You are special and made for such a time as this. Go book those power starts. Go book your perfect start. Commit to your kit. It is your time.
Oh, okay. Well, how was that? Did you learn anything? Yeah? No?
Yes.
Okay.
One
Yeah,
day. One day.
yeah. Brittany's really, well, you know what? It just takes little steps. So that's why she said you could do 1, 3, or 5 parties. All I can remember is when I was coming up through Mary Kay, it was 30 faces a month. That's what we tracked. We didn't track book 8 the whole 5. We tracked, or 15 faces. We booked 30 faces. That's what we tracked. And that's what I had tracking. I got tracking sheets to show you. That's what I tracked, 30 faces, 30 to 60 faces a month in, month out. That's what I did. That's how I built my customers. But so let's go ahead and Paula, did you want to say anything before we move on? Got a couple things left.
No, I'm good.
You're good? Okay, so I'm going to show you some videos from the new product launch before we close. Let me see if I can find it now. I've got to grab it. I've got to grab my new products. Forgot to bring them over here. I'm so excited about my stuff I'm wrapping. I forgot about the new products, but that's okay. I can share videos. I haven't watched these videos yet, so I can't tell you what they are or are not. So, but it is my spring toolkit. So let's get started here. Let's see what we got. Because I already know what the new products are, but you do not.
Unleash your hydration imagination.
And break free from ordinary masking. With the no rinse Mary Kay Hydrating Cream Mask. Packed with superstar moisturizing ingredients.
This creamy, dreamy formula quenches skin on demand.
And hydrates for 12 hours. Simply set it and forget it. No mess. Just looking renewed and refreshed. Now you can enjoy a surge of hydration.
No matter your destination.
Mask how you want.
When you want.
No rules! I mask in the morning.
I mask overnight. I mask while I multitask. Can your mask do that?
Wow. Okay, so let's go. I think that's that one. Let's go to this. Glass lips. I want to see what glass lips are.
Come on, like this is such a look. I love it. Glass lips is a super elevated look and I love it at the moment, so let's jump into it. I usually like to cleanse my skin first, then exfoliate, then apply serum and SPF, especially if I'm going outside. Now, if you want to achieve a mirrored finished look for your lips, it's very important to exfoliate first. So this needs to sit on your lips for about 1 to 2 minutes. So while we wait, we'll just move straight into eyeshadow. Now that we've let it soak, let's scrub it off. Now we're gonna go in with our Butter Balm. And just like the sugar scrub, we're also gonna let the Shea Butter Balm sit on our lips. And until then, let's move into our brows and eyeliner. What I really love about this mascara is it gets in between all those really hard to reach places in your eyelashes. It just kind of gives you a fan effect, and I just love that. Last step before we get into our lips, we're gonna do blush. Now, for the moment we've all been waiting for, my favorite part is the lips. We're gonna start off with the lip liner. Instead of just lining the outer edges of my lips, I'm filling them halfway in, leaving the centers alone. Take the lip liner and sort of feather it out, and then after you go over with a darker color on your cupid's bow and like the bottom. This creates a two-toned effect to make my lips look more dimensional. And then finish it off with a clear or a nude gloss to bring out that ombre effect. This is perfect for a date night, going to the museum, out with your friends, literally anywhere. It's just a statement and you don't really need anything else. It's a great look.
Well, that was pretty. Let's go on to the next one.
Today I'm going to show you how to get a fun look that I love inspired by strawberries. And it will leave you fresh, glowy, and effortlessly sun-kissed. I started my look with SPF to protect my skin, and then I went in with the Luminous foundation just to even out my skin tone. And then next, I go in with Mary Kay's translucent setting powder. Setting your foundation is an important step for your blush to just glide. Next, I go in with Mary Kay's black eyeliner, and I just apply this under my lashes to help make them pop. Even when I don't do a full face of makeup, I always do my brows, basically like a natural facelift. Now to get that sun-kissed look, I go in with blush. I'm using a very vibrant, punchy blush to really just get that strawberry effect. This look is all about the blush. You really want this color to pop, so add a bunch of layers and as many as you need to make it really vibrant. Next is my favorite part, applying fake freckles. I go in with the brow tint, just doing the top of the brush, doing some dots, and then using my finger just to make more imprints and blend it out. Okay, I think I want to add more blush, so I'm going to go in and just tap it on the apples of my cheeks to make it pop. I'm loving how vibrant this is, and I'm so glad I did another layer. Next, I'm going to go in to finish the look with Mary Kay's lipstick and lip gloss. I feel confident, glowy, and just my best self because Mary Kay is all about being the best version of yourself.
Okay, so there I didn't watch those videos before, so that's kind of interesting. Let me see what else. Okay, let's watch this too because I haven't watched this one either. Is that funny? I get all this stuff early. Sometimes I just don't have time to watch it, but let's watch this. Wow, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. Foundation matching tool. That's pretty cool because that's going to help consultants out to match. And you can check it. Well, I think you can check it out on your Mary Kay InTouch. Maybe not yet, but you should be able to. Have you seen that before, Paula?
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna try and look for it on InTouch.
Yeah. And it says, like any great selfie, good lighting is the key. Have your customer face a window with plenty of natural daylight to get their most effective matches. Customers with special skin conditions, such as rosacea or melasma, however you say it, discoloration, such as hyperpigmentation, should contact you for guidance while using this tool, so they can get the best results. So they have a frequently asked questions, but I wonder how we can actually, it says try it now. So I don't know if we can download the app, but it's going to be like the Skin Analyzer app, but it's going to be an app to match foundations, which I think is totally cool. I like it. Okay, so the new products. So everybody should be getting a new book like this in the mail because Mary Kay Corporate used to mail all the new books with a sample in them out to all the A's and the I's up to I3. And the T's I used to have to mail too. Or we used to get them quarterly in the Applause magazine. Well, they stopped doing the Applause magazine. They do it digitally. And they stopped mailing them out to consultants. So we have to mail them out if we want you to get a book. It's an option for us to mail these books out to you. So anyway, so I clicked just like a preferred customer program to get books for my customers. You guys are kind of like my customers. I had to put you in to get, so you could get a book. I think it'll mail out any day now. In fact, I should check. But I think by the 7th, you might get it. The customer ones go out like the 7th. You guys, I think yours is already out in the mail. So be looking for it in the mail. And if you've moved and you don't have the current address on your Mary Kay InTouch, and you have your old address, just know that it will go to your old address. And I'm not sure if the post office will forward it to you. So then you'll miss out on a new book. Okay, so we got a couple things that are coming out besides the new, the mask. We have the After Sun Replenishing Gel. It only comes out during the spring. And when it sells out, it sells out. The After Sun Replenishing Gel. What can I tell you about that? Let me see what it says in the book. I wonder if it says anything in the book. But let me look. Hold on. Bear with me. I know what it does, but I don't know if it... We'll talk about the mask. After Sun Replenishing Gel. Backed by popular demand. Sun Kiss Bliss. Soothe on skin with cooling sensation. Fast absorbing, lightweight formula. Green tea and vanilla bean extracts for antioxidant support. Basically, it's a gel. You put it on and it cools you down. So if you get sunburned, you put it on. It helps so you do not peel. It helps to cool the sunburn. Or if you get hot, put it on the back of your neck. It will cool you down. If you have hot flashes, put it on the back of your neck. It will cool you down. But it's really good. It works really well for burns. I used to have a customer that would put it on in the summertime after her shower because it cooled her down. So, but it is really good. It is limited. It is limited edition. A special edition is what it's called. Special, not limited. But when it runs out, it runs out. So then we have some lip glosses called Lilac Love, Rosy Noir, and Cherry Red. Some lip glosses, and these are limited edition. Let me look. They have moisture infused with vitamin C and E, subtle vanilla flavor, non-sticky, non-greasy. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's sparkly. I haven't even looked at them, but I've had them. I think I looked at them at leadership, but I didn't really pay that much attention to it. I was more concerned with the moisture renewing, the moisture mask. Okay, so what color is this one? Rosy. That's not, doesn't look rosy to me, but I think it is. There's only 3 colors. It has to be the rosy one because obviously this one's red and this one is lilac love. So I don't know if you can see those 3 colors, but this one's really sparkly. The lilac love is really sparkly. How about the cherry? Cherry looks more of a matte, and so does the rosy one. So it's like kind of like a dark burgundy, I want to say, maybe a brownish burgundy color. I haven't opened them up to try them. So Rose Noir. So it's kind of like a rose color. Maybe it's my lighting. But those are the 3 lip glosses that are coming out. They're limited edition. And I think it will tell you in the book how to do your glass lip. It'll show you and explain to you how to do that. Let me show you the picture. Hold on. So in the book, it'll show you how to do that. So what the video that you saw is this gal right there. And then that's the lip colors on the front. So that kind of looks like that Rose Noir looks like a kind of a brownish rosy color. Okay. So let's move on to the other colors. And then they brought back, of course, we have the eyeshadow sticks, and I love the eyeshadow sticks. They brought back the, oh my goodness, medium glow and deep glow. The powders, bronzing powders. That's what I want to call it. Bronzing powders. They're back by popular demand. Light reflecting powders, silky smooth, luminescence pearl finish, and they are, I have to open them up. Oh, I can't even open them. Hold on, let me get scissors. I know. Last time we had trouble with them, so hopefully they got it corrected. They were breaking as they were shipping them out. The powder was breaking. So they quit making them. So now hopefully they got them double bubble wrapped, just so you know, just so they won't break. Oh, that's pretty. I think they'll sell. I always have people. This one's deep glow. If I can get it open. It's pretty. Can you see it? That's deep glow. And then we have one that's medium glow. That's more of, let me put it back in this little bubble so I don't break it. Like opening. Okay, so this one's medium glow. It's a little bit lighter. See? So if you want to see them together, they're just bronzing powders. You know, you can use them for cheeks. You can use them just to touch up here and there, or however you want to just get a little sun-kissed look. A lot of people like them. And then there's a couple things. They also have, I think it's limited edition, little bundles. Bundles. Let me see what the bundles are. Sorry. The bundles. It's white tea and citrus hand cream and a lip balm, I think it is. Oh, and here's the girl, that girl that did the video. She's in the book as well. I think her little cheeks are just a little too much. But you know, she's looking for a strawberry makeup, which is funny because she even didn't she even do the top of her nose? I wasn't taught to do makeup that way. So I think she did the top of her nose too. That's so funny. Let me look for the bundle. Soak in satin. Yeah, it doesn't have a big thing on it. It's white tea and citrus satin lip balm and the white tea and citrus satin hand nourishing cream. They put it together for a Soak in Satin Bliss bundle. And it's a limited edition citrus and shea bundle is what it's called. And it's $28 for the citrus and shea bundle. I'll show you the big picture. Citrus and shea bundle right there. And it's $28. So it's just a little bundle that you can bundle together and sell. Because a lot of people like just the lip balm and the hand cream. And so they made it to where you can order just those things as a bundle. But it is limited edition. Yeah. So the mask, let's talk about the mask. That is, I don't have the tube here, it's sitting by my sink because I use it. Not every night, but I use it. So this hydrating mask, hydrating cream mask is replacing the renewing gel mask. And you can either put it on thick, leave it on 20 minutes and clean it off, wash it off, or you can put it on a thinner layer, clean your face, put it on, leave it on, and put your moisturizer over the top. Or clean your face, do all your boosters, your serum, put your cream on, and then like a night cream, and then put it over the top of your night cream and sleep in it. So you can do it just like we do the renewing gel mask and sleep in the renewing gel mask. However, this has, yeah, it says here, you can 20-minute moisture surge, overnight dry skin rescue. You apply a thick layer before bed. The 20-minute moisture surge is apply a thin layer to face and neck, and you get moisture. Or you can do pre-makeup glow up. Mask in the morning for a dewy start with no sticky, because it's not sticky. Or you can put it on your elbows if you're dry, your knees if you're dry, or wherever you're dry. Feet if you're dry, if you got dry feet, put it on there. But what I like is they have a mix and mask bundle for $50, which is the cream mask and the charcoal mask. But what I like about this one is it hydrates for 12 hours. Your skin feels calm and looks refreshed, but it has HA, hyaluronic acid, shea butter, and glycerin. That's how it hydrates. So I really like that because our renewing gel mask had, I don't think it had HA in it. It did. It had salts, so hyaluronic acid salts. But it didn't have shea butter in it. So this one has shea butter in it. So it's not a gel like our renewing gel mask. It's like a cream. That's the difference. And it's kind of weird. But you can put it on and leave it on. So when I went to leadership and I approached the counter to the product department and asked her about the mask, because we don't really have instructions on how to put it on in our box. We didn't have usually they give us detailed instructions. And so this is the sheet that I got. And it says use a day or night or whatever. And then it says apply to clean skin, use as Mary Kay mask applicator on clean hands, set it, forget it, 20 minutes or more, then massage it. Then you can massage it in, no rinsing necessary. But if you put it on thicker, like I know some people that are putting it on top of their night cream and putting it on thicker and leaving it on all night long. So it's up to you how you use it, but it will have samples like the renewing gel mask had samples. We do have samples. And I'm thinking that in the lookbook that we did the preferred customer, I'm thinking that's going to be the sample that's going to be in the lookbook. I don't know yet, but I think that's the sample that's going to be in there is that new mask. So be on the lookout for it to be in your mailbox. I think that's what you're gonna get. Has anybody got any comments about this?
Is that what you used on me on Saturday? The mask, all the skincare that you're showing right now?
Check on the back of the profile card and look and see what I put on. I use it time-wise. I did use charcoal. I don't know if I used that mask on you. I used the Restore Barrier, the Barrier Restore.
Yes, okay.
It's different. Barrier
Okay.
Restore, it helps for sensitive skin.
I see, okay.
Yeah, it helps
you.
restore your barrier. Didn't you say something about spots or red spots or something? Did you?
I just barely started getting a red spot on my left side, but I have some spots on both sides of my cheeks.
Yeah, so I think we use a Barrier Restore, and that's a different product. It doesn't have HI in it, but it's got stuff to help your skin barrier restore itself, which is kind of cool. And they kind of all work together. You know,
Okay.
and the key is to use just a little bit. Don't like squeeze out a whole bunch and put it on and go like, use a little bit, rub it in like this. They said, she told us to put it on. I didn't squeeze out a whole bunch before I went to leadership. I got it. So I started using it, trying to figure out what it was, because I like to try it first before I tell people about it. And so I would squeeze it out, put it on. I'm going like, well, I wonder if we could just leave it on, you know? And so then, I just know that if I put this on top, I tried it underneath my night cream. This is what I did. I'll just tell you. I put it on. I didn't know whether to put it before my boosters and my lifting serum or after. So I tried it different ways. And this is a key to remember. Anything that's thinner goes first. So like the boosters, the HA ceramide, the C plus resveratrol, or whichever, all those boosters go first. Then either your replenished serum, C plus E, or your lifting serum. And then she said the barrier restore goes on right before your cream. So what I did is I put the barrier restore on, and then I put this on top of my night cream. That didn't work out so well for me, because then I had little bumps on my forehead. They went away, but I woke up with little bumps. I'm like, okay, we're not doing that again. Let's get it cleared up. So just so you know, it may not work that way for you, but that's what it did for my skin. So I did try it with the barrier restore. So what I know is I could put this on, barrier restore, during the day, and I put this on if I'm going to use it on top of my night cream. I put it on at night, just a thin layer, and I rub it in. That's what she told me to do, put it on top of. Or you can put it first. If you don't wear any of the other stuff, you can put it first after you clean your face. So, but I use the barrier restore, so during the day.
Do you suggest any of those creams for people that have eczema on their face?
Yes. Like the barrier restore is good for that. All of our Time-Wise, even our Time-Wise set or our Mary Kay skincare line is, if you can look it up online, if it's good for, rosacea and stuff. And there's a lot of products that are good for that to help, because they have it. I mean, it's red, it's irritated. The barrier restore helps that. That's what it's designed for. Barrier restore is to help with that, to rebuild the barrier of the skin barrier. Let me see. In this book, it says it helps to make your barrier of your skin barrier stronger. Let me see what it says about rosacea. It's for skin redness, dryness, itchiness, roughness, rough texture, overall sensitivity. That's what it's for. It helps that skin barrier to rebuild.
Okay, I did the face analyzer on that person today, and that person has eczema. So
did it show the skin barrier?
Yes, it did. And she was reviewing all that, and she said she was going to come to the spa party.
Good.
So she can get more familiar with it. Her mother used to sell Mary Kay years ago.
Oh yeah, so changed. So
yeah.
We didn't have barrier restore and all that stuff back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. We barely had stuff. We have so much more now. But anyway, any other questions? Yeah, she should come. I'll try to remember to bring it so she can have a demo, so she can try it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Holly, got anything you want to add?
No, just send out reminders, spread the word about the party. That way you get some people there.
Yeah, I'll try to create a flyer or a pic collage, a picture or something. I have some for the party and the date and the time and all that, so everybody can invite people. But you have to RSVP. That's the key. RSVP. So we actually can make sure we can accommodate everybody. We want it to be big, just like the virtual party that Janice wants us to start doing with our units, to make it big. It's like have everybody invite people to get on. If you guys can't get people on Wednesday, then we can pick a different date, and I can actually stream in her video. So stream in her video. So or we could do it in person, like at Paula's house. We could stream in Janice's video on the skincare. Except for if we do that, then she's only talking about certain skincare. She's probably not talking about the Barrier Restore or the other, facial peel and stuff like that. She talks mostly skincare is the Time Wise or the Time Wise Repair, the microdermabrasion charcoal mask. Those are the things she usually talks about. So, because otherwise it can get into more detail, and it would take longer than an hour, and she tries to keep it timely. So anyway, but I'll get it made up, and then we could figure something out. We could have the party at your house, and we can have another Zoom party to where everybody can get people on Zoom. But on Mondays, we're going to do new consultant, just little coffees, basically, just a little get together, quick little update, see what the questions are, to see if we can answer any questions. And then on Fridays, we'll do pop-ups at 7:30, little 15-20 minute pop-ups on different products. And if you can get people on those, sometimes people can't get on an hour Zoom. Sometimes people can't come in person. But if they can, just like the Facebook Messenger party, if they can get on for 15 minutes, they can learn something, and they can use a skin analyzer and analyze their skin to see what they need, or use the new makeup one. And, I think you have to have a clean face. I would say you'd have to have a clean face to do the makeup one in the daylight. That's the only way you can tell the correct color of your skin. If you got makeup packed on, it's going to be kind of hard to get your true color. Does that make sense? So we'll have to check into that a little bit more. I think that's it. I want to share, and I know we're over. Oh yeah, we are way over. But I want to share this little thing from Julia. I know it's clean face. I was listening to Julia's director call, but at the end of it, the reason why I can't get on when she does these, because it's the wrong time, but I can always listen to it. But I want to share the last 5 minutes of her thing. If you guys want to just stay with me, because I love the way she prays for all of us. So let me just share it why I got it, because she's talking about believing bigger and stuff too. So let me go ahead and play her.
Was sent to me by a team member. It's so precious. It's easy to celebrate when you can see progress. Isn't that the truth? It's easy to celebrate when you can see progress. When the numbers go up, when you're having a Pam Garner experience, the doors are all opening, the answers are coming. It is so easy to celebrate. But what about when the needle doesn't seem to be moving just yet? What about when you've been praying, obeying, and showing up day after day, and it still feels like nothing is happening? Maybe like my backyard, which is still completely the frozen tundra. But what do we know? There are seeds underneath that frozen ground right now. Even now that God is thawing, that roots are going down deep, that firm foundations are being formed. In this moment, though, where you may not be seeing the progress, a lot of people begin to quietly quit. They didn't make a dramatic announcement on the socials. They didn't call their best friend and say, "Hey, I just wanted you to know, no need to encourage me in my dream anymore. I've laid that down and I'm not going to pick it back up." They have just slowly stopped believing that anything could possibly change for them. Now, they might believe it could change for you, but they've stopped believing that God wants to move in their behalf. So here's what you need to know and hear today. Just because you don't see progress yet does not mean it is not happening. Our great God is often doing his greatest work beneath the surface, just like that seed we talked about. You are not stuck. Will you just say that out loud with me? I am not stuck. I am not stuck. I am being strengthened. I am not stuck. I am being strengthened. I memorized this during my NIQ. The strength comes from the struggle. The strength comes from the struggle. If you never lift a weight higher than the 3s you might be able to, you will never build a muscle that can sustain you when you need it to. The consistency you've been showing, it matters. The choice to obey even when it's hard, they're building something. God is not idle. He's just not always visible. And sometimes the progress you don't see is the most important kind, because it's the kind of growth that lasts. Philippians 1:6, this is us not believing our circumstances, but believing the word of God. Philippians 1:6 remind us, say it if you know it, the one who started the work is faithful to finish it. Faithful to finish it. That means you're not on your own. You are not spinning your wheels, no matter what the enemy or your own brain may want to tell you. You are not working in vain. The God who began something in you is still at work, even when your eyes may not be able to catch it yet. And let us not be like Elijah, where God would have to ask us, why are you here when I called you there? Get back over there, sister. Keep going. Keep trusting. Your progress may not always be visible, but it is always valuable. God has not brought you this far to leave you here. So great God, King of the universe, our precious Papa God, who loves us beyond measure. Sometimes it is hard for us when we can't see your hand. But we know what to do because we learned it in church, God. When we can't see your hand, we trust your heart. And your heart is unequivocally for us. You proved it beyond any shadow of a doubt by sacrificing your only son for us, for the love of us, even if there had only been one of us. You were willing to give Jesus' whole life away on our behalf. So God, help us doubt our doubts. Lord, when our belief wavers, help us in our unbelief. Help us just choose wisely the thoughts that we think, the words that we say, the things, the people, the music, the conversations we choose to listen to, the posts we choose to read. Lord God, if need be, let us put ourselves in a holy huddle just with you, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit to move forward faster, to make sure we're over there where you originally called us to be. Father God, find us faithful to have obedient hearts, to be willing to be inconvenienced, to be willing to keep believing you when others would long have laid down the mantle. Let us be your daughters, the ones that you would be able to say, look over there. As my eyes rove to and fro throughout the earth, and I look for hearts completely committed to me, my eye falls on you, daughter, and you, daughter, and you, daughter, for you will not be swayed by what you think In Touch is telling you, by what you think circumstances may be inferring, because you don't let your circumstances describe to you who I, your great God, am. You look at your circumstances as my daughter, and you tell them who your great God is. So in Jesus' name, we declare and decree a fierce February, a fearless February. Holy Spirit, move in each of us to set the goal that no matter what, we will not be willing to cross over the line into March 1st without meeting this goal that you have planted in our heart. God, give us wisdom and leadership. Give us both compassion and fierce boldness to speak the truth in love, and give our people hearts ready to hear. Stir up the hearts of those prospects that are about to join us. Get their yeses ready. This is what we ask of you, and that we may be in alignment with you so that we hear your voice telling us exactly where to go, who to call, and how to lead those we're privileged to shepherd alongside of you. We ask you to seal this prayer, Holy Spirit, that we take authority, knowing we stand on holy ground. The enemy has no space to operate here. He must go looking for another place to wreak havoc, because we are aligned, we are centered, we are anchored in you. And so now we move forward to expand and bring as many of your girls with us as we can. In the mighty name of Jesus, we decree and declare it. Amen. I love you girls so much. Have a beautiful, fierce, fearless February. Mwah!
Well, I just thought that was good. So I wanted to share. That's why I listen to her playbacks every Monday. She's got some wisdom there. But anyway, so let me stop the recording. Yep.